đây mà cứ xong rồi này đi tiếp qua mình chừa lại 2 cái rồi còn cái tay nào chưa có cành không ta.
With makeup. So that's because it's a very it's a unique collection, but also multi-generation. So we go all the way from World War I, pre-World War I, and the teens to very high-tech, not dead on the battlefield. So our restriction is we keep it currently deployed and so the hero has to be deployed prototype. Has not yet been there. We do have to be a little careful. Of course. So we have 113. Big red one.
No mission too difficult, no sacrifice too great. First ID.
She was going to do it for this summer. I just didn't get around to it. I'm excited. I had a spare that you're not wearing.
There's diesel motors somewhere. You might be able to fabricate something up, right?
This one is special.
Yeah.
That's one of those ones.
Stand up.
Small little face spaces. That's cool.
Absolutely. Think about what we're doing in schools. You know, when they're in kindergarten, they bring the fire truck, right? When guys have brain, they bring the police car, right? And they're getting
but they didn't stop sales.
Okay. So you can probably this is an ash. So this is just an thank you. They just opened it so they can get access to it. Hey Tex. Yeah. So you could probably fit about 10 of him in here because he has the black jacket, he's got everything. So a lot of what the soldiers would do is out of the side of the campus, they would take off their flak jacket and they would sit on it. That's for the purpose. That's okay. This is where you get to improve those skills.
All right, boss. Right, I can finally something in my head.
That's probably right about where the table
As you know, every year at this time, every year, end of the May, it's the Memorial Day for the United States Army. So, just like today we gather our chapter, the 201
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, in honor of brought back a critically injured fisherman. Just last Thursday, the Wing dropped over 140 gallons of fuel to a sailboat in distress to keep it from going adrift. The Wing has supported counter-drug and fighter-fighting missions. The Wing has participated in long force exercises and most notably recently completed a mission and a successful deployment to the Middle East this past year. The deployed members of the Wing participated in operations that had a strategic impact, and not always with the traditional rescue application of finding and recovering lost pilots behind enemy lines. The 130th Rescue Squadron executed humanitarian airdrop missions to Gaza. Pararescue men and combat rescue officers from the 131st Rescue Squadron were the immediate responders to the first fatal drone attack on U.S. forces, running a mass casualty response, saving several critically wounded patients, and facilitating the dignified transfers of the remains of the deceased service members. The Wing also conducted a combat search and rescue training event with Ukrainian ground forces, significantly increasing their capability as they head to the front lines. As the mission in the proclamation is a small part of the 129th's impact, the 129th is just a small part of our nation's military, and we are humbled to be honored today as we remember our nation's fallen service members. Today, as we gather to pay tribute to our fallen heroes on this solemn Memorial Day, I would like to extend a heartfelt appreciation to the individuals who have joined us here, of our friendship and unity between our nations. In addition, we are honored to have esteemed members representing our Congress, California State Senate, and local elected officials whose commitment to public service has positively impacted countless lives. Representing Rocama, Ms. Simone, Dave Cortese with us here today, a distinguished representative who has tirelessly advocated for the well-being of our community. Sheriff Christina Corpus, District Attorney Wagstaff, and Chief Barberini, we extend our gratitude to you for your unwavering commitment to maintaining law and order within our community. Underscores the unwavering support of our military and their dedication to protecting our cherished values. We extend our appreciation to all the dignitaries here today, whose collective presence signifies the importance and reverence we hold for this occasion. Thank you all for being here today and for your invaluable contributions in honoring our fallen heroes. Together, we remember and pay homage to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in service to our nation. Throughout the ceremony, we ask to stand, as is customary during events and memorials such as this. If you are unable to do so or find it difficult, please remain seated, as no offense will be taken. Your presence here today demonstrates your respect for our fallen heroes, and that is what truly matters.
Breeze, eh? One.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night. That rose Satan's set star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the was provided by the 129th Rescue Wing, California Air National Guard. It flew out of Moffett Field and was crewed by Lieutenant Colonel Tavis McDowell.
Their incredible strength and their resilience. Today, let us honor these heroes, not just with our presence, but by keeping their memory alive in our hearts, and led by living the values that they so courageously fought to protect. Again, welcome to Oak Hill.
military veterans, those that are on the stage, and recognizing those military veterans, those Gold Star families, those Blue Star families that are here with us today. And it's a wonderful San Jose turnout. If you're not one of those, thank you for being here. I'm going to present a certificate of recognition in a moment to the 129th Rescue Wing, and if there's someone here representing them, I would ask that individual join us on the stage or come forward. In the meanwhile, let me make a minute or two of remarks. It seems to me that for over 200 years now, over 2 centuries, since this became the first and the original democracy in the world, we have been through ups and downs, and we've had to fight every step of the way to preserve this democracy through the present moment. It didn't take long for that to start. Our third president, John Adams, openly worried, and you could read it in his memoirs, openly worried that under his watch, the democracy would be lost. It wasn't. Democracy. But well beyond all that, the greatest currency of all, to pay the price of what it takes to keep this democracy going. The ultimate sacrifice that our military veterans and their families have paid. And I think that's what we're really doing. As I've been out here for more than 2 decades myself at this ceremony, and I recognize that just like in our armed forces where there are more women participating and willing to make that sacrifice, we also see women in our elected ranks, which is of course another small but important way to contribute. I'm honored to have my wife Patty Cortese here, a school board member out on the east side, sitting in the audience, and here with me this year, my Deputy Chief of Staff Tarish and Kriston, a County Board of Education member. When I walked up,
Good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Mahan, Mayor of San Jose. I want to thank Oak Hill Memorial Park for hosting the solemn ceremony every year. Thank you, Senator Cortese, for your thoughtful reflections. I'm here today representing the city of San Jose, along with my colleagues, Councilmember Davis, Councilmember Dwan, Councilmember Candelas. We also have our former mayor, Sam Liccardo, here with us today. We want to express our deepest gratitude to all of the veterans in the audience here today, and to our Gold Star and Blue Star families. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. We're here today for their service. They exemplify the very best of our nation, and every day serve with honor and dignity as they protect the vulnerable and take great risk to themselves to keep others safe. So once again, as we present this commendation to them, we want to thank them for their service, thank all of our veterans, your families, wish you all a happy Memorial Day. Most importantly, God bless America.
To continue cherishing the memory of our fallen heroes and upholding the values for which they so bravely fought. Thank you again to all of our distinguished guests for joining us here today and for your unwavering support. Today it is my distinct honor to introduce a special guest, who represents a nation with which we share a profound and evolving relationship. Once, Japan and the United States stood as fierce adversaries, locked in one of the most intense conflicts of the 20th century. However, through the passage of time, and with a commitment to peace and mutual understanding, our nations have transformed this relationship into one of the strongest alliances in the world. We are privileged to have with us Mr. Hajime Kishimori, the Deputy Consul General of Japan. His presence here today is a testament to our enduring friendship and strategic partnership.
Memorial Day ceremony to pay tribute to U.S. service members who made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. On behalf of the government and people of Japan, I offer our eternal condolences to the souls who lost their lives in combat, as well as to the souls of the many innocent people who were victims of war. Japan and the United States suffered immense casualties and damage during the World War II. Despite countless tragedies, our countries look toward brighter and the Japan-US relationship is an inspiration to all nations committed to democracy and rule of law. We enjoy peace and prosperity today because of the enormous sacrifices made by those who came before us. I'd like to conclude my remarks by humbly remembering those who lost their lives, reminded that we must continue the hard work necessary to ensure peace for future generations of our world. Thank you very much.
Day out of the year that we citizens and those privileged enough to be here pay homage to those who gave their lives for our freedom and for our way of life. For many Americans, this last Monday in May marks the unofficial start of summer. A long weekend with backyard barbecues.
Amazing gift that Kim has given to us, and that's her family. Riley, Sawyer, and those are their two kids, and then Senior Master Sergeant Eric Eisenhower, member of the
Wilson's approval of wearing a gold star on a black armband by American women for each family member who gave their life for the nation during World War I. Since World War II, over 1,100 medals of honor have been awarded, with over 650 posthumously. Private Jacob Hara received the first Medal of Honor serving in the military, who has received non-fatal or fatal combat-related injuries. For the past 121 years, on Memorial Day, over 500 Union Civil War veterans are buried here, making it a fitting place to remember the United States and Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines. The number of Americans killed during the war was 3,289, with the addition of 260 soldiers killed in the sinking of battleship USS Maine in Havana. The United States, the Middle East, and other regions. The Central Powers, mainly Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Turkey, faced the Allies, including France, Great Britain, Russia, Italy, Japan, and the United States. 4.7 million Americans serving in the U.S. Armed Forces in every region of the world. With the Axis powers, including Germany, Italy, and Japan, pitted against the Allies, comprised of France, Great Britain, the United States, the Soviet Union, and China, and sacrifice of our servicemen and women. In the face of unimaginable challenges, displayed remarkable courage and resilience, fighting for the cause of freedom and defending the values we hold dear. As we lay this wreath in commemoration of their vows, April 30th, 1975, when the last Americans left Saigon. During the 14-year conflict, 58,226 Americans died in the war or are listed as missing in action. Members of the Darwin J. Thomas Memorial Chapter 201 of the Vietnam Veterans of America honor the memory and sacrifices of those who served during the Vietnam War. The chapter is named after naval aviator Ensign Darwin J. Thomas from Santa Clara, who was shot down over North Vietnam in 1966 and whose remains have yet to be recovered. The Persian Gulf War Wreath. The Persian Gulf War was a significant conflict involving the United States. Between August of 1990 and March of 1991, approximately 430,000 Americans served during the Persian Gulf War and led to the fall of Kabul on November 13, 2001. The war resulted in the tragic loss of over 2,400 American lives. On March 9th, wreath of remembrance, it is imperative that we also recognize those who have succumbed to the invisible wounds of war. This wreath, aptly named Succumb to Invisible Wounds, serves as a poignant reminder of the emotional and mental struggles our veterans face long after their service has ended.
Sacrifice paved the way for future generations of servicewomen, and this wreath stands as a tribute to their indomitable spirit. Additionally, we pay homage to the families of the 442nd Regimental Combat Team and the 100th Infantry Battalion, who were comprised largely of Japanese American soldiers. These brave men, along with the legendary
1, 2, 3, Charlie.
Okay, very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Rồi chú quay, chú đang quay.
Đi trong máy bay nha. Lên này kiểu này dịch động nó bắn tay. Chiếc này là 692 hả? 6692, có 692.
Ok.
Em vô em ngồi chú ấy chụp rồi. Vô ngoài có chú ấy chụp rồi.
Good.
To see the helmets. There's like thrills and stuff. Yeah, a little bit.
Làm lại. Chị Thu, giống vậy đó. Cái tay kia.
Kính chào quý vị, tôi là biên đoàn nghị viên trong khu vực 7. Ngày hôm nay là cái lễ gọi là Memorial Day. Cái ngày hôm nay nó tôi rất là cảm động. tại vì bao nhiêu gia đình của tôi cũng là người chiến sĩ đã bị mất, và bao nhiêu 58 người chiến sĩ của người Mỹ cũng bị mất. Con tôi cũng làm ở trong quân đội Mỹ ngay bây giờ, nên ngày hôm nay là một cái ngày mình gọi là mình tôn trọng cho tất cả bao nhiêu người lính đã hy sinh cho mình có cái cơ hội để mình sống ở trong cái đất nước Mỹ này, có cái tự do nhân quyền. Nên ngày hôm nay cái tim của tôi, cái lòng của tôi cũng đi theo hướng buồn, chia buồn cho tất cả gia đình bao nhiêu người chiến sĩ Việt Nam và người Mỹ đã mất. Thì xin quý vị đứng sát kế bên tôi để nhớ ngày kỷ niệm ngày hôm nay cho tất cả mọi người chiến sĩ Việt Nam và người Mỹ đã hy sinh. Cảm ơn quý vị rất là nhiều.
Quý vị thấy ở đây rồi có một chiếc pháo tay lớn của chúng tôi kiếm và để Trang nói được rồi. Này ở đây thì đặc biệt tôi biết đó là cái mà chúng tôi tổ chức ở trên này để lễ vinh danh những chiến sĩ Hoa Kỳ đã từng tham chiến tại Việt Nam, thì là cái điểm này đó là cái nghĩ làm riêng ở bên trên này của cái cuộc chiến Việt Nam này, và tôi có rất nhiều
We also remember those who bore our honored title of Veteran of Armed Forces. This time, call for the presentation of the colors.
Làm thinh.
Post the flags, please. And if you'd remain standing for the national anthem, we have Angela Tirado who will be singing the national anthem for us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in
States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. If you have chairs, you may be seated. We now have the chaplain.
Honor you and honor the service. We thank you in your name. Amen.
No, no.
Thank you, Steve. When the call of our country was heard, those whom we honor today answered. I would put in here that a number of people volunteered. There were also those that were volunteered. The self was forgotten for the cause of the greater good. As brave men and women, they marched away with abiding faith in their God, country, and the flag. During this time of the year, I was watching on TV, we see numerous ads for best sale for the year. Get your Memorial Day sale here. Big savings. The shows on television have numerous recipes for Memorial Day gatherings. People are driving and flying to see friends and family during this time. Most people have forgotten what the day was for. We're here to honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Every once in a while you hear people say, have a good Memorial Day or Happy Memorial Day. It's not really a happy day. We're here to honor those that gave their life. We also do honor those that suffered, that came back broken, either physically or mentally. We want to honor them also because they did suffer whatever the war dealt with them. I, along with many gathered here, have friends that paid the ultimate sacrifice. There were several that were in my flight school that did not make it back home from Vietnam. And I know that there are others that had friends that paid that ultimate sacrifice. Today, we're honoring them as true heroes. People who are willing to sacrifice themselves for the country. I want to mention one of our members from VVA 201, Robert Cadillac. In front, I'll have Dennis show you. His crypt is in front of just behind the missing man table. He was a longtime member of VVA 201. A lot of us from VVA 201 miss him immensely. I'm one of them because Bob never complained about his ailments. He never complained about having to do work. Well, okay, maybe he did, but he did it. He would tell me, I'm too busy, Warren, I can't do this. And a day later, I'd get a flyer for something without even asking for it and say, does this look good, Warren? Bob was a true hero to a lot of us. He didn't give his life in the overseas, but he dedicated his life afterwards to helping other veterans and trying to help lift them up. We will go to the missing man table, and I'll have Steve come up here in just a moment. But I want to start off with letting you know that we still have well over 80,000 missing people from all the wars that have not been located. Last I heard, the chapter's namesake, Darwin J. Thomas, they located his crash site, but as of yet, we have not heard of any remains being recovered. Talking to the sister, she hasn't heard anything yet either. There are a lot of people like that, and some people that we may never be able to recover any remains. The people that are known only to God.
This time I'll have Steve Thompson, our Secretary Treasurer, conduct the missing men table.
Thank you, Warren. Dennis Whitaker will be at the table itself to present the items we discussed. At times and places, American servicemen and servicewomen have given their lives. Many have been held under hostile circumstances against their will and are still listed yet as prisoners of war. Others have disappeared to be listed as missing in action. Either way, they have not returned to us, to those who love them. May we be constant in our efforts to determine their fate. May we never forget their sacrifices and do our duty towards them by keeping them in our hearts until that day that they may return. Before you sits a table reserved as a place of honor for our missing comrades in arms. It is set for one and represents a place that is solemnly held for those that have not yet returned from war. This table is our way of symbolizing the fact that members of our profession of arms are missing from our midst. Each item on the table is symbolic of the trials of these missing veterans. The table set for one is small, symbolizing the frailty of the one prisoner alone against his oppressors. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. The chair is empty, symbolizing that they are not here. We remember them. A slice of lemon is on the plate to remind us of the bitter fate, and a pinch of salt is symbolic of the family's tears as they wait. The glass is inverted to symbolize that they cannot toast with us today. We remember them. The single red rose displayed in a vase reminds us of the families and loved ones of our comrades in arms who keep the faith awaiting their return. The red ribbon tied so prominently on the vase is reminiscent of the red ribbon worn upon the lapel and breasts of thousands who bear witness to their unyielding determination to demand proper accounting of our missing. We remember them. I bring to this place of honor an unblemished piece of steel, reminding us that our support of every undertaking exists as a hidden framework of support. Our brothers and sisters' names are now enrolled with the many whose names are known only to God as having faithful citizen soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen, and who are written upon our hearts. We remember them. On behalf of our nation, whose call we answered, we place the flag as the emblem of our country, and with it we dedicate ourselves, and once more, to be witness for truth and freedom, the highest ideals of country. We remember them. On behalf of Chapter 201 and the associates, we place the emblem of the Vietnam Veterans of America, which signifies a bond formed many years ago, a bond of common experiences which cannot be broken, and resemblance of Chapter 201 namesake Darwin J. Thomas, who was lost over North Vietnam in 1966 and has not recovered. We remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are a part of us. And when we answer the final roll call, we know that they will fulfill their duty and greet us with words of compassion, friendship, peace, and love. Welcome home.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you, Dennis. I would like to now introduce Kang Kim Dong, President of Vietnam Veterans of America Associates, Chapter 201, for a few remarks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as we gathered here on this solemn occasion of Memorial Day, we remember and honor the brave souls who have given their life in service of our nation. We stand here in gratitude. They sacrifice, they care, and they unwavering commitment to the freedom. As we reflect on the significance of this day, let us also take a moment to acknowledge the over 20 years of freedom and happiness and peace in South Vietnam territory. This period stands as testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of freedom. For over 2 decades, we helped South Vietnam serve as a strong shield to protect Southeast Asia and bring the prosperity to the region. Demonstrate a resilient struggle that will forever be etched in our history. They stood firmly against the bloc of international communist China and Russia. The people of South Vietnam, along with the brave Allied force led by the USA, fought valiantly despite the suffering of millions casualties and wounded. Their spirit remained the unbroken, they sacrifice, their courage, their resilience serve as the beacon of hope and testament to the abominated human spirit. Today, as we honor our heritage, let us also honor the spirit of the South Vietnam. Let us carry toward the legacy of the freedom, happiness, and peace that they embody. Let us ensure that their sacrifice were not in vain. In closing, let us remember why the Memory Day is the day of remembrance. It is also the day of reflection as we remember our fallen hero. Let us also reflect our role of preserving the freedom, happiness, and peace that they found so hard to protect. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Một viên nạp đạn. Chuẩn bị. Bắn. Một viên nạp đạn. Chuẩn bị. Bắn. Cái một bước. Bước. Chúng ta tay bắt. Em xuống. Xuống. Được rồi. Oh, yeah.
This time I asked the chaplain for the benediction. You can see that show up here each year. We have tremendous support from the Vietnamese community for our Vietnam veterans. They help us with a lot of our events, and I want to thank them for their assistance in everything that we do. This ends our proceedings. Thank you.
mái trường vì máu ta tươi dưới mặt trời. Ta nguyện theo con ta còn tiếp tục làm người vì hoàng phải cho làm người dân Nam, làm người đang phán điểm mãi mãi của dân gian. Ôi như này gục xuống ngôi dậy hùa lý lên, máu đã hương anh vang lan dồn lại xuống gia đình này cha ông miền mài từng ngày qua, cười ngào nghê trong gió nước không vui. Chúng ta thành một đoàn người hiên ngang trên đài trong hát cười đùa vang vang ở Việt Nam. Điều con tim là một điều khối kiêu hùng, ta người nông dân đi càng như là lửa hồng, mang lạnh như đông cùng yên về hồ xa xăm. Là giang hồ ghê lại một câu ngân tươi, con nhớ thương thì máu ra người trên mặt trời. Ta nguyện cho con ta còn tiếp tục làm người vì hoàng phải cho là người dân Nam, làm người đang ban điểm mang mẹ của dân gian. Ôi ai gục xuống ngôi dậy một phương đi lên. Nam hai câu nói trên vành môi, Việt Nam nước tôi, Việt Nam tên gọi là người. Nam hai câu nói sau cùng đi về đời. Việt Nam đây miền biên giới, tự do không bình bác ái. Việt Nam là miền chiến đấu cho đời. Việt Nam gọi thương máu, Việt Nam cứ gọi thương máu. Việt Nam đi xây đắp yên vui dài lâu. Việt Nam, Việt Nam, Việt Nam quê hương đất nước sang đời. Việt Nam, Việt Nam, Việt Nam muôn đời. Việt Nam nước tôi, Việt Nam tên gọi là người. Việt Nam hai câu nói sau cuộc thi về đời. Việt Nam đã hiền sinh tới tận Việt Nam đừng bác ái. Việt Nam đã hiền chiến đấu cho đời. Việt Nam sinh máu, Việt Nam kêu gọi thương nhau. Việt Nam đi xây đắp yên vui dài lâu. Việt Nam trên đường tương lai người thương ăn. Việt Nam nước tôi, Việt Nam tôi gọi là người. Việt Nam hai câu nói sau cùng đi về đời. Việt Nam miền tinh tươi, Việt Nam đẹp và tôi, tự do không bình bác ái muôn đời. Việt Nam không gọi xương máu, Việt Nam không gọi thương nhau. Việt Nam đi xây đắp yên vui dài lâu. Việt Nam trên đường tương lai lừa thêm sao toàn thế giới. Việt Nam đã nguyện tranh đấu cho đời. Tình yêu đây là khí giới, tình yêu đem về muôn nơi. Việt Nam đây tiếng nói tiếng xây tiếng đường. Việt Nam, Việt Nam, Việt Nam quê hương đất nước sang người. Việt Nam, Việt Nam, Việt Nam muôn đời. Just to hear her say I love you one more time. When he heard the sound of the kids laughing in the background, had to wipe away a tear from his eye. A little voice came on the phone. He said, Daddy, when you come home. He said the first thing that came to his mind, I'm already there. Take a look around. I'm the sunshine in your hair. I'm the shadow on the ground. I'm the whisper in the wind. I'm your imaginary friend. And I know I'm in your prayers. Oh, I'm already there. She got back on the phone, said I really miss you, darling. Don't worry about the kids, they'll be alright. Wish I was in your arms, lying right there beside you. But I know that I'll be in your dreams tonight. And I'll gently kiss your lips, touch you with my fingertips. So turn out the light and close your eyes. I'm already there. Don't make a sound. I'm the beat in your heart. I'm the moonlight shining down. I'm the whisper in the wind. And I'll be there till the end. Can you feel the love that we share? Oh, I'm already there. We may be 1,000 miles apart, but I'll be with you wherever you are. I'm already there. Take a look around. I'm the sunshine in your hair. I'm the shadow on the ground.